what's up? It's Jacqueline. Welcome back to the show. So clearly everything in the world right now is meant to destabilize us and make us go crazy. It was a huge week. Okay. It's always a huge week. Just the other week, rewind back not too long ago, we were sobbing about the Bondi Beach shooting and the tragic death, the stabbing of Rob Reiner and his wife. And then a couple weeks later, it's like 2026, the new 2016. And we're posting we're reminiscing on the sweet times of 10 years ago. And then this week, it's like, boom, 3 million new Epstein files. Catastrophic images come out and videos of things that I wish I did not know about. And Savannah Guthrie's mom missing. Okay. And that there's I'm not going to do a parallel. Okay. I'll tell you about the parallel I was going to do to start the episode that I'll tell you that, but I'm seeing a parallel there. Epstein file drop, Savannah Guthrie's mom missing. We'll get into that later in the episode, but I was going to start the episode out today with a stupid shtick about Savannah Guthrie's mom missing, little John's son is missing, and then an older woman was found in New York. She was missing and she turned up in a cornfield. I was going to do a little shtick to start the episode out, kind of like what I did last week about the mouse deportation thing. And then I listened to the first 5 minutes and I'm like, I said, and I was in it, when I'm doing a shtick in the beginning and I'm trying to like set the mood for the episode, I was in it and I was saying legal force instead of lethal force, and it ruined it. I'm like, I am not a professional. I am a amateur. I suck at podcasting and I need to delete that episode. But if you listen to it, you probably caught that, but I meant lethal force clearly. But I'm not going to do a shtick. What I'm actually going to start the episode out with is a list of actionable advice and tips and tricks on how to not lose your mind in these times, because it's getting real. It's getting real. The veil's getting thinner. We know too much. It's like, I wish I didn't know this much. I wish it could be 1960. There's 3 channels on the TV. We watch the news. We're like, okay, that happened. And we go to bed and we just move on with our lives. We go to work. The title of the last episode was Mind Your Business, Drink Water, Go to Work. I wish we, as a collective, as a society, as a culture, could just, like, ignorance is bliss. You know what? I want to come out today. Now, today we're just wearing lip gloss. We're wearing lip gloss, no makeup under these giant bedazzled Goodwill sunglasses I got for $2.99 at the Goodwill last week. After I finished this episode, I went to the Goodwill and I got these for this episode. Okay. Beneath all of this, I am stripped back. I am bare. We're just wearing lip gloss. I pushed up my eyebrows a little bit with some pomade or eyebrow gel. Okay. But I want to come out today I'm officially coming out as someone who I'm going to lean into being hot and dumb. I think I just want to move on with my life by being hot and dumb. I don't want to know any of this shit. I don't want to know about the stupid cutting board with the baby foot on it. That it turned out that was an artistic thing. That was some creepy artist's art. That wasn't an actual baby laying on that cutting board. I'm sure you've seen it next to the 2 chickens about to get roasted, whatever. I wish I didn't see these creepy videos of Jeffrey Epstein dancing with girls and them sitting on his lap. Like, I wish I didn't know anything. I wish I was just, the happiest people are hot and stupid and they're hot and dumb. And they have no idea what's going on and they just look smacks all day. They go to the gym. Okay. They blow out their hair. They get their nails done. We know the holy trinity of hotness. It's hair, tan, nails. And belly button ring is a bonus. We added that to I have a whole thing on the hot girl trilogy, hair, nails, tan. Okay. I am popping off with the pink nails today. They're so long. I did these for the Farmers Open last week when I went to the golf tournament, and the first compliment I got was like, oh my God, your nails are so great. It works. Okay. Like, doing the hot girl stuff works. Like, doing the hair, being tan, having the nails done. But I just want to lean into that because it's at the point now where I'm going crazy. I'm losing my mind. I know too much. We know too much. We're losing confidence in the people in power. The veil is getting so thin, and I think the future is going to be all about full transparency. You can't hide anything in the future. The robots are going to catch you immediately. They're going to say, no, you did this and that. Like the surveillance state will eventually nothing. You can't hide anything. So I think this is just the beginning of it. All of this shit getting uncovered. And at the end of the day, it's like, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to happen. No one's going to get arrested. No one's going to be locked up. I mean, France overthrew their government for less than this. Like the fact, I don't think people are being complacent. I just think we're at the point where we're like full surrender. God will take care of it. There's nothing we can do. And so it makes you go crazy because you're like, you give people or the most powerful people in the world, you give them all the money and the power, right? And what do they want to fucking do? Allegedly, like based on the fucking emails and files and images and imagery and things they alluded to and this and that. It's like, R-word little girls and eat babies, ? Like the fuck? And measure their pussies. Like, that's what they're into. Like, that's what all the people that run the world, like, that's what they're into. That's their kink. That's like what they want to do with all like their power when they're on their off day when they're not like running a country or whatever the fuck. Like, it's so, it scrambles your brain. It makes you go crazy. So back to what I was saying, like today we're going to go through a quick list of how to not go crazy in these times. And it's very simple. Okay. It's a simple list. It's very short. We'll start with that. I'll plug my podcast, at this point, either love me or you've already subscribed probably. But I'll do the plugs and then we'll get into life updates and then some news stuff. We'll obviously talk about Savannah Guthrie's mom, Nancy missing, Winter Olympics stuff, some funny things that happened with the Winter Olympics already, and a few other. I've got a fashion topic I want to talk about. Trump shitting himself. We've got a lot today. But let's start out with the list, okay? Because this is how you're not going to go crazy during these really unstable or not unstable. I get, what's the word? Like, I mean, for all of time, people in power have been corrupt and they've done the worst shit. That's just how it goes, especially men, right? Like it's a thing. It's like it's been a thing forever. But it's literally like the feeling is like, why do we even go to work? Why do we even try? Why do we even get out of bed and like contribute to society when these motherfuckers are like doing what they're doing behind closed doors? It's like, it's so corrupt. And I hate that we know the level of it now, or it's so icky. And, but this is how you're going to stay sane during these times. And it's very simple. Okay. So number one, you're going to get good at something. This is all about focusing on what you can control. Do I need music? No. I like that. That's calming me down. By the way, I just woke up from a nap. So if you're looking at this side of my face on camera and there's like a smush mark from the pillow, that's what you're seeing. I'm so barefaced right now. It's a Friday afternoon. Okay. It's Friday, February 6th at 1:30 p.m. Corey's golfing. The dogs are napping. I'm podcasting. I just took a nap. We're laying low in a hoodie. Okay. Hopefully I'll have a nice dinner to go to later or something to look for. I don't know what my day is going to bring, but like I have a fun weekend. It's Super Bowl weekend. Anyways. But yeah, develop a skill, get good at something. All of these tips are about focusing on what you can control and creating your life the way you want to live it. Because a lot of the things you see, it's like the Epstein files, these nonstop crazy headlines we get every single week fed to us, right? Like it technically like doesn't affect you. Like it does, it trickles down, right? Like, of course, but focus on what you can control every single day, and then view your life as a game. There's levels to it. You can get better at the game. You can set goals, you can achieve them, you can develop skills and get better at them. Like, so number one is you're going to develop a skill. You're going to get good at something, maybe something you've always wanted to be good at. Make that a priority in your life, and then offer that up to the world. Like, that's the best case scenario. You get good at something and then you can give that to the world. That's what we need. Okay. We need less people. We need less people dissecting Epstein files right now. We need more people learning, what's like a good skill that you could learn, that how to put on a tourniquet when someone's bleeding out. Like, we need more of those people. Like, I don't know, go become an EMT on the side. Something that'll help society, or just make art. And I feel like, dissecting Epstein files and doing a green screen video on TikTok is not art. It's journalism. It's like regular people journalism now, and everyone's doing it. And it's been a great resource this week. But it's also like, I wish I didn't know all this, because I was down the rabbit hole for a few days now, and it's so dark and it's disgusting. And yeah, I think you get the point. Develop a skill, get good at something and stick to it. You know what I chose? I chose a few things. Okay. Well, now I'm choosing another one. I'm leaning into looks maxing. Getting as hot as possible, being as hot. Like, I'm just going to lean into that, because that has served me well in my life. And at this point, it's like, hot people, like, it goes far in life. Okay. Looks maxing and being hot goes far in life. The dumb part, I was being facetious, obviously. Like, I'm too curious to be dumb. I'm too smart to be dumb. But I can lean it. I'll be depending on where I'm at. Like, I'm a bimbo. Like, I can do the bimbo thing, the hot bimbo thing. I did it last weekend. It was great. Enjoyed such a great time at the Farmers Open, watching golf, just being arm candy and like having my nails done nice, and like being tan, and like, Corey helped out with my looks maxing last week. He spray tanned my back, which was great. So yeah. Anyways, develop a skill. Oh yeah. My things are looks maxing, podcasting, golf, sourdough. What's my other thing? Yeah. Like, let's just make those my things. I have so many hobbies. I'm so proud of myself. Like, I used to think I had nothing going on other than going to the gym and working out. And now I actually have hobbies, and that's cool. Oh, I'm making pasta. Like, I'm cooking but I feel like my hardcore hobbies are golf and podcasting, which is great, Okay. The next skill you're going to develop, not skill, but thing you're going to do to not go crazy during these times, is you're going to start talking to people. Never leave an establishment. Like, if you could have talked to someone at the store, like if you're at the grocery store, if you're at the gas station, if that's a little questionable. Actually, don't do that if you're a woman. At the gym, like when you're in the sauna, hip to hip with someone, like talk to them, like be more open, because that's what life is all about, right? Like connection, communication, community. And so talk to people. Develop a skill, talk to people, get outside. Okay. These are basic things that make us feel good as human beings. And back to the Epstein files, like, I think we're obsessed with like solving problems, and we're obsessed with truth and justice. And like that alone can be very fulfilling, like getting to the bottom of the conspiracy and like figuring things out. I understand why that is so fulfilling and stimulating for people, but we need those people. That's fine. But travel. Okay. I feel like this is kind of like dry as fuck. Like, this isn't, did you want to tune in for a health and wellness list today, or do you want to hear about my sister pranking me? Because I got got. My sister got, or I got by my sister. Okay. a couple, we'll just finish the list. Okay. Like get as fit as you can in these times. Get as fit as you can. Remember who the fuck you are and the type of woman or man you want to be. Remind yourself of that. And I keep saying, like, I never envisioned myself in my 30s as a woman who's addicted to her cell phone, locked into all of these crazy events happening in the world all day long, every day. Like that's not the kind of woman I pictured myself being, like tech neck, doom scrolling. So I'm going to keep doing it. Like we've established, like that's not going to stop, but like the awareness is step one. And I remind myself of that. And like, there's a better life out there for me than to be addicted to my phone. And so, yeah, at a minimum, just remind yourself the kind of woman you want to be, who the fuck you are, what you want out of life, what your values are, just once a day. Okay. Just keep that rudder, like have a rudder for that, like on a boat, you know, like a rudder, like keep yourself, because then if you get too far off the deep end, any which way that's away from your center. Okay, this is all about finding your center and staying true to who you are and who the fuck you are. Like, that's what this is all about. Because again, these times are all about destabilizing you, making you feel crazy, and you can get suckered into it. And then meanwhile, you're like deep down the 100,000th email of the Epstein files at 3 a.m. and you've got like babies to feed and like a household to run. And that's how you're spending your time, you know, like, so, which again, it's like very stimulating. It's very interesting. We've also established on this show that it seems like being a human being, and we're all guinea pigs right now with the cell phones and the tech and the social media. It's a lot about like being entertained and nonstop entertained and nonstop stimulated. That's really like what I've concluded too. It's like, that's just baseline now. Baseline is waking up at 6:30 when your alarm goes off before you hit the gym. And it's like I'm going to just do like my 5 app combo. I'm going to just do a little quick scroll, maybe check my Gmail, you know, check my sleep score. It's like, and then I'll get out of bed. It's like baseline being a human being now. No one goes, I mean, just the whole like bringing it to the bathroom thing is, if you don't do that, you're a crazy person. Like at this point, like that is crazy. I rarely do that. Like I probably never, I mean, anyways, okay. So let's get back to the list. Finally establish a signature party trick. Okay. So that could be anything from learning how to do the splits, learning how to solve a Rubik's Cube, like burping on command, breaking an apple in half with your bare hands. It could be learning how to say something offensive in Mandarin that no one will understand. Like you could learn a phrase in Mandarin, maybe swear words or racist. I don't know, just something in Mandarin. You could show up to the party and do that. But yeah, learn a new party trick. You need range as a human being. That's like the best people have range. They're multifaceted. They're interesting. They're not just, they don't just go to the gym, go to work and doom scroll and watch Netflix every day. Like you need to do more with your life than that. And so that's what I'm trying to break you out of right now. Especially when I mention like developing a skill and getting good at something. If you dedicate because these are the things that require time and discipline and focus. And right now, that those people stand out in society. The ones that are going that extra mile, are staying extremely disciplined, are getting super fit, are getting better at a hobby or whatever. Like, because the majority of the masses are just numbed out. They're in a psychosis every day on their phones, screaming into the void and like, yeah. So moving on. But I don't know how you feel about these times. That's where I'm at. It's very destabilizing and it's unsettling. It's unsettling when you're like, not every up is down, down is up. Nothing makes sense. I don't have any confidence in any of the leadership anywhere in the world. The heads of any company anywhere. Like, no, it's the worst of the worst running this world. And so that alone, knowing that, it's like who is someone, George Mother Bush. I think he's marked safe from the Epstein files. And I was getting served thirst traps this morning of the former president on my TikTok, like thirst trap videos. I think he's marked safe. Like, who are those people in the world that, he's just off painting right now? Like, he's not involved in any of this shit. I'm pretty sure George Bush is marked safe. Who are those people? Who are the good ones? You know what I mean? And then fucking Peter Attia. I'm going to unfollow him right now. I've met Peter. I haven't met Peter Attia, but there's a type, you guys. There's a sleazy type of man out there that is easy to sniff out. First of all, men with a large social media presence, thought leaders, coaches, speakers, authors, like a lot of these doctors. Peter Attia is a MD focused on longevity science. I mean, this was a huge disappointment. Finding out he's in like 1,500 emails or something, and some of the shit he said about pussy is low carb or whatever to Epstein. Fuck you, dude. You know what I mean? Like, this is a masterclass in give men all the power in the world and money, and like, this is what they want to do. This is what they fucking want to do. Dicks they're thinking with their dick. They just think with their dick. And it's, and then it goes further, and then it gets real satanic and crazy. And then it's like, intestines of babies and impregnating little girls and torturing and fucking rape. I mean, what the fuck? And we don't know if women had all the money and the power in the world, what they would do, because that's not the case. Like, that's not how the world is right now. Like, we'll never know until that flips. You know what I mean? And I'm sure we'll be fucking frolicking in meadows and baking cookies together and curing cancer and solving world hunger, and there will be no wars or, what a utopia. What a fucking utopia. Because you sure as hell, you better believe they're not going to be measuring a 5-year-old's genitals and sending an email about it. Like, a woman would never. Like that. I mean, but we have a shit ton of evidence right now of what men will do. And this is not a man hater podcast. You know my stance as a woman, a married woman who has had a good run with men in my life. I've been fortunate where I've had the good and bad, but I've always stayed balanced in my mindset when it comes to, it's hard. It's getting harder and harder, but this is not a man hating podcast, but I think there's a lot of evidence out there for how the revolution should be, we don't need a civil war. This isn't about left versus right. This is about men need therapy, and like, they need to be that whole race, the man race, needs to be reformed. Okay. Did we finish that? Okay. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening right now. I'm on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Breaker, Overcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. Please hit that subscribe button and review the show 5 stars while you're there. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Jacqueline Monroe. Subscribe to my YouTube. This is a video and audio podcast. Hi, video, if you're watching. Hi. Hey, girl. Hey, I'm wearing my studded pink studded Goodwill sunglasses today for you. Nice little visual element to the show. And then finally, if you want to support the show, patreon.com/TJMS, patreon.com/TJMS. It's my subscription service. It's $5 a month. Go check it out. Patreon.com/TJMS. All right. Oh, fuck. Today we're drinking a Celsius, a mango passion fruit Celsius, a lemon Spindrift, and then, oh man, the lip gloss today is L'Oreal Plump Ambition Hyaluronic pH lip oil in the shade Lilac. My lip gloss dealer hit me up last night and she's like, hey, what are your favorite lip glosses? I want to get you some for your podcast. My lip gloss dealer is my mom, and Mom, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. I've never busted through a lip gloss faster than this one from L'Oreal. And this was a Skim by Kristen recommendation, by the way, because she was showing everyone, because there's a certain way you have to get on TikTok. Like when you start recording, or a certain way, you always, when you do talking videos on TikTok, you need lip gloss. You just need it. It makes such a huge difference. You could have no makeup on, but if you have a little gloss on your lips, you look put together on TikTok. It's a very specific thing. And a lot of people do it. And Skim by Kristen definitely does this. She's always extremely hydrated, but she recommended this lip gloss and I went and got it, and I haven't busted through one faster. I mean, I also think the size, I mean, I don't know if they were skimpy on how much they put in here, but, and then all the ones I sent my mom to get me are not this. I sent her the ones that are over $20. But I went with Rhode because I want to try the Rhode lip gloss. I haven't tried that one yet. And then Lawless Beauty, one of the best lip glosses. The most comforting lip gloss on the lip, the most beautiful shine. They're clean formulas. They're amazing. But yeah, that's a lip gloss today. I'm wearing a North Face hoodie. I'm honestly getting really hot. We're barefaced with a ponytail, the studded Goodwill sunglasses, and the eyebrows pushed up. And that's what we're doing on a Friday afternoon. I guess we'll get into the life updates. How are you, by the way? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for choosing my show. I love hanging out with you. I know the feeling. I know the feeling of listening to a podcast regularly and you're like, I feel like I'm in the room with them. I know everything about them. I'm their friend. They're my friend. We don't know each other, but we know each other. We don't know, but we know. I haven't listened to Candace this week. I guess she dropped another episode just fully calling Erica out and addressing her directly, or addressing the camera directly at her. I can't keep up, but God bless, She said, by the way, the best analogy about what's going on with the Epstein files that I've ever heard someone say. And it made sense in my brain because I'm a Harry Potter fan, okay? And she's like, in Harry Potter world, there's wizards and people that can do magic and fly on broomsticks and they can do all the magic stuff. And then there's the muggles, right? The muggles, the people, the regular ass people that can't tap into that. And that feels like how the elites of the world are compared to us. We're the muggles. We're going to work. We're going to church. We're going to work. We're going to the gym. We worship God. They're off on the island. They're off wherever the fuck they're on the Lolita Express, worshiping Satan and sacrificing infants. Literally, it's that's the separation. And it's something we're not a part of and we can't understand because that's not how we're not tapped into that at all. And I don't know how you get tapped into that. With all the money in the world, you get the Bill, obviously we know about Bill Gates now. in that creepy interview where he's like, this was back when, oh my God. And then it's like, now is he even dead? Is Epstein even dead? That's the new thing. It's like, because his Fortnite account was logged into, and it was during 2024, I believe, and he played Fortnite. People are like, well, his account was used. He logged in. This is post when he died and quote unquote killed himself, allegedly. Anyways, but Bill Gates, there's this really eerie interview of him being like, well, he's dead. And then he just immediately starts talking about philanthropy. Like switches up the subject. That's what they always do. They're always like, yeah, yada, yada, yada. Okay, yeah. But look what we're doing. Look at the philanthropy we're doing. Look how amazing. It's like a deflection thing. But yeah, I just don't understand that world, because a lot of people in Hollywood, like a lot of people that rub elbows with celebrities, they allude to things that they have seen and witnessed and gotten up to where they're like, you know, that curtain gets pulled back for them and they're like, ooh, this is some crazy shit. Like, what? You know, and they're exposed to it. And then they like don't participate. They don't go down that path. But the people that go down that path, but it takes a certain brain to become a Bill Gates of the world, to become a Jeffrey Epstein, or who else is, but then it's like Prince Andrew. What the fuck? He's not running a tech company. Like, so I just don't understand that, where that slippery slope where it like becomes, I think it's about it's what do you call it? The novelty, is that the word? Like, this is it's like, hush, hush, you're not supposed to do this. This is not okay. Like, this is the worst thing you could possibly ever do. But we can get away with it because we have all the money and the power in the world. I don't know. It's like that. What's the word for that? It's like, and that like gives you a rise. But I don't want to dissect this. Listen to other podcasts dissecting it, because we're going to do life updates. And I'm going to start off with the story about getting pranked by my sister. Like, I don't think she's ever, this is the first and probably last time she'll ever prank me. I'll never believe anything she says again. So my sister Julia last week sends me a photo at like dinner time of her new haircut. And I'm like, immediately, oh fuck. Like, it was so bad. But it was believable with her. It was believable. Because if you know my sister, you know she's into that retro 80s vibe. That's like her heart and soul. It's very like, I mean, she just bought a house with her husband. They just got married. And like already I'm seeing like her vibe is very grand millennial, like grandma chic, like an ode to the past or whatever. Like, she's into that more like that aesthetic of, she's not a beige, bland millennial type chick. She's like very, I think it's because it's like sentimental and it, you know, it like makes her happy, right? Like, she's drawn to that. But the hair was very much like retro 80s bouffant. Okay, it was like a 60s bouffant. She had new bangs, huge puffed up bouffant, but like, but believable. Like, it looked like her hair. The color was exactly her hair color. And then it like flipped out, kind of like the Brady Bunch mom at the bottom. Lots of choppy layers. I just want to read our text thread actually, because I was like, and I showed Corey and I'm like, this looks, how did she not consult me first and say like, hey, I want to do this dramatic haircut? Because her hair is like mine. It's like long, dark brown, like normal, like nothing crazy. But I was like, how did she not consult me? Like, I was like offended. I'm like, why would she do this without telling me first? Cause like, this is so dramatic. But, I just was like, you know what, for the first time in my life, I think I'm going to be honest. I mean, I'm always honest, but like with my sister, I'm always worried about if she's going to be sensitive and like, I don't want to, conscientious of that. Maybe because I know she loves the 80s and the retro stuff. So I was like, well, maybe this means something to her and she loves it and she's really into it. And I don't want to yuck her yum, you know? And part of one of my things in 2026 is when something brings someone else joy, I don't need to shit on it, you know, and judge it and be like miserable about it, like for no reason, because they like it and who cares what I think of it, you know what I mean? So she sends me this picture. Nice text. Loved your newest episode. Such a good story about June shine at the beach. It's funny. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. How is golf? Da, da, da. Okay. New hair. Okay. Yeah. So she sends me a picture of her new hair and she goes, new hair, thoughts? And I immediately was like, this is a joke, right? And she's like, not at all. Is it that bad? Fuck. And then I was like, well, what was your inspo pic? Did you do it? Or did they do it? She's like, I went to Supercuts and showed them like 3 pics and had them also do an all over color. There's a lot of layers on top for volume. So it was a type of bouffant on top where I'm like, I need to see this unstyled. Like when you just wash your hair and dry it, like what does it look like? Because it was like a beehive up top, like a bump it was under there. I couldn't figure out the physics of it. It was that kind of thing where I was like, what the fuck? So I go, it's very retro / old lady. And then I sent her a picture of a 60s bouffant and I go, no. I sent her a picture of the ladies in Edward Scissorhands and I'm like, you look like you should be in Edward Scissorhands. And so she goes, so should I go back and have them fix it? Shit. And then I sent her the bouffant picture and I go, Julia, it's a 1960s bouffant haircut. I said, Corey and I are dying laughing. Yes, fix it, LOL, like ASAP. And then she's like, how the fuck do I fix it? And then I was like, actually keep it. Halloween's in 10 months. And then that was it. And then we didn't talk. And then we FaceTimed like the next day or something. And she's like, gotcha. It was a fucking wig. Okay. For some 80s party she went to, like a work party thing. And I got. But I was upset about it. I'm like, you're better than this. I'm like, Julia, I know you're into the 80s thing, but I know you know what good hair looks like. You watch all the reality shows, the Mormon Wives, the perfect blowouts and the extensions and the balayage and like you know the vibe of what great hair looks like. You already have it. Like that's what you're already rocking with. Why would you switch up to something this geriatric? Like for no reason, like without even telling me and being. So I was like stressed out about it. I'm like, fuck. So, I got hustled at TJ Maxx. That's the next life update. Let me sip this and actually I want to do this right now because it's my show. In the city, remember we used to drive a Yukon. I pick up whenever you call. In the parking lot in Tucson. Are you with me? In the Phantom with the roof gone. I pull up like Jimmy Neutron. I can help you get a move on like you haul, and I know. Dude, we didn't talk about Justin Bieber yet. I can't believe I didn't open the show with like love that man. You know what I mean? That Grammy performance. In the city. I literally had a random daydream that he was going to sing Yukon. I don't know why. It came to me and then he sang Yukon. I was like, we're connected. I'm stripped down today. Like Justin Bieber with the note. I'm like, we're just raw. We're just being ourselves, stripped down. We're not trying hard. We don't need a lot of anything to razzle and dazzle. Let me open this Spindrift. Oh fuck. I want to see a movie tonight at the nice movie theater with the reclining chairs. That sounds nice. I'm going to get caramel popcorn combined with cheese popcorn with peanut M&Ms in it. and I want to eat the entire thing with a Diet Coke and a side of chicken tenders and tater tots, because I'm a tater tot person now. You guys learned that last week. And lots of ranch. Clearly not on the GLP-1 anymore. Is she pregnant? We'll never know. That's usually why they stop. What did I say? It's usually why they people stop taking GLP-1 medication, because they're trying to get pregnant. I've been eating good. Appetite is through the roof. So I got hustled at TJ Maxx. I talked about TJ Maxx and picking out an outfit there. I got pants for the golf tournament I went to in the desert, the Amex golf tournament. And I bought pants and I overbought. Like, I went crazy because it was like the day before and I was like, I just need options and I want to like do a fashion show, see what I like, see what I don't like. So I overbought and then I came home, tried on the stuff I wanted, right? Sorry. Basically, I didn't want to keep everything and I needed to do a return. Okay. So at this TJ Maxx, they have the runway section, the higher priced items, the higher quality brands, the nicer brands, right? They have a whole section called like the runway or like by the runway. I don't know. And they all have a purple tag on them, I believe. And it's like a purple vibe in that section of the TJ Maxx. And my TJ Maxx has such a good selection. It's like you're walking into a Nordstrom. It's beautiful. Always stocked. They always have new inventory. It's really good. I have a good TJ Maxx that I go to. So anyways, I had that white top with the buttons in the front that looked really corporate when I wore it for Corey. He goes, it looks like you're going to a meeting. So I wanted to return that. Didn't fit the girls correctly. Honestly, like I probably couldn't wear that. I'm not going to wear it. Like it was one of those things where it was really classy and nice, but like way too revealing. And like, I'm not going to probably wear it. I don't have a reason to keep it. So I wanted to return that. And then these white pants, were they the white pants? Yeah, these white jeans that I didn't end up wanting because they were too short. I think it was those two things. Maybe one other thing. I feel like it was just two things. Hold on, let me take a drink. Now it's like 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. Okay. In my past life, I'd be in a meeting on a Zoom call, deep in a spreadsheet, like breaking my fucking busting fingernails on my keyboard for a check, you know, like that was my life in my past life. And here I am, fast forward 11 a.m. on a Tuesday at TJ Maxx doing a return. Okay. And I show up and it's like, okay, I'm going to do my return first. And then I got to look. Then I need to look. I need to do like just a little browse. Maybe I'll just check out the jewelry. Okay. But I was going to look after. And I scored because on this day there wasn't a long line. Like it wasn't very busy. I tried to time that. So, because that time of day, you know, obviously like there's not going to be a lot of people there, especially midweek. And so I wait in line and there's like maybe one or two people in front of me. Usually there's 30. Like the TJ Maxx line, because I live by a great TJ Maxx. You can pretty much guarantee it's like I need to have fucking, you need to download a movie on your iPhone for that TJ Maxx line while you wait. Like it's going to be a long wait. So, or bring headphones and scroll TikToks while you wait. Cause it's usually like, sometimes I'll be in that line for 30 minutes. And then I'm calculating in the line, like, can I buy this? Can I just like buy this online or get this on the same thing on Amazon and get it tomorrow morning? Like I'm always like, I feel like whenever I shop in person, I'm like, I feel like I'm wasting time because I could just order this online and not have to, you get the idea. So there's like two people in front of me. I get to the front of the line and it's the same cashier that checked me out when I bought these things. And she's this really nice lady. I see her there all the time. I'm a regular at this TJ Maxx. And she's like so cool. We always like, oh. Hi, honey, you're on the cast.
Oh, I'll call back.
No, it's fine. Do you want to say anything?
I just got done with golfing. I had 3 birdies and an eagle, and they were very, very impressed.
Oh. And they didn't know you were good? They didn't know, right?
No.
Oh, good for you.
Yep. I slid it in.
Nice. Sleeper City.
That's right.
You're a sleeper.
What's on the cast today? What are you talking about?
Oh, just the usual. Like, we've got touched on a little Epstein stuff. Now we're talking about TJ Maxx and like life updates and stuff. And then men injecting their penises in the Winter Olympics.
Oh, I just got done with mine. Thank you. Oh. TMI?
Is that too much? Okay. Too much information for you? Men injecting their dicks with hyaluronic acid so they, oh my God, the Ring camera, sorry. They can ski further or something? Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, well, so. But I started late. I started at like 1, so.
Wow. Okay, I'll leave you be. Goodbye, everyone.
Subscribe. When will you be home?
Can't tell you that. Secret.
Are we going to do something tonight?
Sure.
Or we don't have to.
I thought you were going to plan it.
I know. I thought I was going to plan it. I thought we could go see a movie, but maybe not.
Finally thoughting that you could plan it. But
I have a scratchy throat. I have a scratchy throat.
Excuses. No, you don't.
Honestly, I do. I think you gave me what you had.
Excuses. You can plan a little something tonight.
Okay.
All
right. I love you. Oh, you'll be home like normal time?
Normal time.
Okay. Sounds good. All right.
Okay.
I love you.
5:30. Love you too. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. It's funny. He's like, I just got done golfing. Like, I can't hear about men's penises getting injected. Oh my God, TMI. Like, dude, you're 40. Like, he felt uncomfortable by that. That was weird. What does that mean? Okay, so then I go to the cashier, and it's the same one. She's really nice. We always small talk, and I give her my receipt. Things are going well, and they have on the runway items on the bottom of the, and I noticed this when I walked out of the TJ Maxx when I bought the things. They have these little red tags on them. They have the tag that you don't want to walk out of the store with because it's the one has like a bolt through it. You have to like use wire clippers to get off if you leave it on. You know, it's like like what kind of clippers? I've never had to do that, but the tag that they're supposed to take off, they take that one off, and then you go home with this take off at home red tag, and all of the runway items have that. And so she's doing the shirt, the button down white tank shirt thing, or no, she did the pants first, and then she did that one, and she goes, "Oh, well, unfortunately, this doesn't have the red tag, so you can't return it." And this was like a $79 top. Like, this wasn't like I spent. If it was $25, I mean, honestly, I was being honest and truthful. So like at the end of the day, I was going to be pissed regardless of if I couldn't return it or whatever. So, she goes, unfortunately, like this doesn't have the red tag on it. It's like this plastic tag you take off. And the pants had it. And I remembered that because I noticed it when I walked out of the store. I'm like, wait a minute, they forgot to take this off. Then I read it and it's like, take off at home. And then if you take it off, you can't return it. You get the idea. So she's like, unfortunately. And I'm like, oh, this one. And I was being honest. This did not have a red tag on it when I purchased it. I remember all of the pants I bought because I bought like 4 pairs of pants. I remember all of the pants did, but the tops didn't. And she goes, oh, dang, I know last week we got the new ship. She was really cool. She's like, oh, we got the new shipment in. And yeah, like I knew this was going to be a problem when there was returns because I was noticing that a lot of them didn't have the red tag. And she goes, let me, she's like, just a second. So then she goes over to her supervisor, this fucking Karen. And it's like, and she goes, for future or no, she didn't do the future reference thing first. It was just like, and I'm also like, look at me. Do I look like a cheap fuck? Like, I know I'm a TJ Maxx, but like, I'm put together. I'm just like, look at the vibes here. Like, I'm not trying to like be a cheap ass, and I'm not the, do you think and I also made a comment, my tits don't fit in this. I was literally like, well, she's like, unfortunately, can't return it. It doesn't have the red tag. And I go, it didn't come with a red tag. It didn't, when I purchased it, it didn't have one. And I can't keep this because my tits don't fit in it. I was just straight up like, I was just like, my boobs do not fit. I was being like graphic because I was annoyed. And I like grabbed my boobs. Like, I was like, really like, fuck you. Like, I hate this energy. I'm like, I understand they have to do their job, but I'm not the type of person where I'd go wear that to an event and then come and try to return it. Like, the fuck? So they go and like, they turn around and they're at the back counter, like examining it. And she comes over to me and she just has a sourpuss face. It's always the sourpuss face with the managers of these kinds of places. It's like, just be cool. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be cool. The tag is on it. I've got my receipt. It's in pristine condition. Like, and it had like 15 tags on it. It was one of those tops where it's like, they have the price tag for TJ Maxx, and then they have like the extra buttons that you can sew on if one falls off. And then they have the actual tag from the brand that it comes with. It was like full of tags, like perfect condition. You get it. So anyways, she's like, for future reference, if it doesn't have a red tag, it can't return it. And I'm like, understood. Like, okay. Like, I just hate being treated like a 5-year-old when I like didn't, it's their fault. It's not my fault. And I'm being honest. I'm being and I had the vivid memory. That's why I said something. I go, I do remember taking these off my pants. The ones I kept, that I just wore actually. Like, I remember that. And I noticed it on the pants. I did not notice it on the tops I bought. So maybe that week, I don't know, they forgot to do it on the tops. Who the fuck? So anyways, so the cool lady that my cashier there that I always see, she's like, hey, just so what I do, she goes, just between you and me, like, next time, just make sure no matter what, when you buy something from this runway section, it has a red tag on it. Like, no matter what, like, is my light flickering? We had this issue last week, I think. This piece of shit. This is why I got the professional light over here on my right. I got the real nice, beautiful, like, I love this light. That's going to be annoying. I have to fix it. But yeah, the cashier's like, yeah, just so you know, like, don't leave the store. If you buy anything from this runway section, don't leave the store unless it has one of those red tags on it. And if it doesn't, make someone put it on, just in case you have to do a return. So let me go fix this light. Great story. That's like so fun that I just told you that I did a return at TJ Maxx. Like, how fun is that? Okay, I fixed it. I do have a little tinge of a scratchy throat. A little tinge. Corey had it for like a day, and it was not a full-on scratchy throat, but it's like a teeny tiny, like, something's talking to me or talking to him in his throat, and then now I have it. So yeah, but I'm staying strong. But I need to make a plan for tonight. Maybe we'll make the plan for the date night, the Friday night date night together. I'm thinking movie. Why don't I just look right now? And then we'll keep doing life updates. Let me just check because I want to see a movie. What's out right now that's good? This place we go to is always like packed though. It's hard to get good seats. The Moment with Charlie XCX. So Charlie XCX, her and like Chapel Roan. Who's the one that's talk to me? She just won a Grammy. You're the man, be the man I need. No. Like her, Sabrina Carpenter. I probably know the most about Sabrina Carpenter, not by choice, just what I've like. She crosses my desk a lot. But like, I'm just like not on the pulse of the pop girls like that. And like Charlie XCX, she has one song, I think, that's like, it's a bop. It's like 365. I don't know what the lyrics are, but I think it's like it's a vibey song. But anyway, she has a movie right now called The Moment. I think it's about her life. I have no idea, but I saw Kylie Jenner's in it. So I could see that. They have a 6:10 showing. Okay. Oh, The Housemaid. We could see The Housemaid. What if we did 5:45? Hold on. Let's see if there's any seats. I kind of want to see Sydney Sweeney in a movie. Like there's a couple seats. Housemaid. Is it like a horror movie? I have no idea. It's a book, right? Shelter. Jason Statham. Love him. Iron Lung. Send Help. Rated R. Looks like Rachel McAdams. That looks like a horror movie. Marty Supreme. We'd have to go at 7:45 and that's too late because I have spin class and I don't want to be up that late. Corey's leaving. He has a boys weekend this weekend for like 24 hours. Like his buddy's coming to town from Miami. They're going to go up to LA and like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, are you golfing? And he's like, no, because I don't think his friend golfs. His other friend does, but I'm like, are you guys golfing? He's like, no. I'm like, what are you? They're just going to like hang. They're going to have like a boys weekend, like just hang. And I'm like, okay. And then like get dinner and then like, what are you going to, like, what event, like, what's the itinerary? They're just going to get together because they don't see each other that often. So, they'll probably like go on a run. Like literally they'll probably go on a fucking run because he's a runner. His other friend's a runner. Corey's starting to run more. So it's going to be me, myself, and I tomorrow. I cannot wait. Spin class. This is my day tomorrow. Oh my God. Dude, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to controlling what you can control, creating the life you want to live, like focusing on yourself and what fills you up with joy and staying off of the Epstein files, right? Like staying off of the noise and the bullshit that's meant to destabilize you and make you go crazy. Like the littlest things make me the happiest. And I'm telling you, when he gets picked up, I think he's getting picked up at like 6:30 in the morning tomorrow morning by his friend that he's driving him to LA. And I'm like, great. All right, cool. I hate sleeping alone. One thing I hate when he leaves on like, he'll do like trips and stuff like for work or whatever. Whenever he's gone for like multiple nights, I'm like, you never realize how much you feel. You never realize how safe your man makes you feel until he leaves on a trip and you have to sleep alone for the first time, like without him. Then you realize like just him being in the house, like his presence, that alone makes me feel at peace and at ease. And the second he's gone, like just even one night, I'm like, and I used to sleep and live alone for the longest time, right? Like that was my entire 20s. Like the longest I think I've only, well then when you're, you'd have boyfriends, you'd like stay over at their place in this, here and there, but it wasn't like you lived with them type of thing. But, or I did at one point, that was a shit show. Told that story a million times. Oh my God. Do you want to unpack that again? What else could we unpack from that year of my life that I've only scratched the surface of? He's the kind of guy that would be in he has a vibe, he's a classic pig when it comes to women. I'll say that. The word is pig. Corey's leaving. What am I saying? He's sleeping alone. Oh yeah. I used to sleep by myself. So it's just crazy, but I can't wait. Tomorrow he's getting picked up. Got spin class. Gonna go hit the gym after spin class. I'm probably gonna do like a deep stretch, maybe a sauna sesh, maybe a light glute workout. I don't know. I'm just gonna go to the gym and be social. Like it's also one of my it's a way I'm social is I go to the gym, I talk to people. It's fun. And then I'm going to come home, take the dogs to the park. Maybe I'll take them to a new park. Bring my little fanny pack with their treats, and their cute little, I'll put a cute little bandana on them. I'll take them to the park and then come home and then I'll like shower, get cute, whatever, put on my little running errands Saturday shopping outfit. And then it's like, boom, antique store, boom, thrift store, boom, definitely the Goodwill, boom, home goods, boom, we need candles, we need some stuff for the house, boom, I'm looking for lamps right now, looking for artwork, okay, boom, 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 okay, then maybe Ulta, okay, then I'm going to check out the new Natasha Denona palette that I want for my eyeshadow palette that I want or her eyeshadow palette that I want because it's cool toned and I like cool tone eyeshadows, okay, boom, Ulta, and then it's like, boom, okay, maybe I'll hit up a cute lunch spot, I don't know, like, hit up a friend, say, hey, I want to grab lunch. I don't know. Like it's the day, the possibilities are endless, but like, am I just but then I think about it and I'm like, cause I get in my head about, oh, shopping makes me happy. But it's not the shopping that makes me happy. It's the treasure hunting part of shopping that makes me happy. It's the process of being in an antique store and trying to like my brain it's so happy to see a million random things because I get to imagine like when I look at a tchotchke, like where that'll go in the house and like how it'll look next to the thing next to it. Like that it's an artistic process. And so I love that. It makes me feel so in 90% of the time I walk out of these places empty handed, except at the Goodwill because I always get shit at the Goodwill. Like these glasses. Okay. But, yeah, that's my perfect day. That's my perfect me day. Maybe a pedicure. I'm due for a pedicure. It's starting to warm up. Like, I need to go get a good pedicure. And then it's a Saturday night alone. No plans. Corey's in LA. I'm sleeping with the dogs and I'm probably going to pop some popcorn, pour a glass of wine and watch, TikToks about the Epstein files, honestly, because what's going to happen is I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to watch the Kardashians. I'm going to turn on the Kardashians and I'm going to sit here. It's Saturday night. I'm home alone with the dogs. I have my popcorn and my wine. I'm going to watch the Kardashians and catch up. And then within 5 minutes, I'm going to be like, oh, it's going to be this shit. It's literally going to be immediately like, I can't fucking... I'm just bored by the way Courtney talks or I'm just so annoyed. And then it's going to be this shit. Just one after the other. Like, hold on. I got it queued up here. I'll just be like.
Today, I realized that my mother, my ex-stepdad, and my ex-stepbrother are all connected to the Epstein files. And it's been such a horrific. Like, I just feel sick. I feel so sick over it.
Okay, it's gonna be like that, and then it's gonna be like this.
This has got to be one of the most shocking and disturbing photographs I've ever seen in my entire life. And yes, this appears to be Jeffrey Epstein with a small child.
Okay, you get the vibe. 5 minutes into watching the Kardashians, it's really the only reality type show I like to watch because I need to start watching the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So another thing, okay, so I'm coming out as like, I'm going to be hot and dumb and double down on looks maxing and being ignorant to what's going on in the world. And, I'm going to continue to just like podcast golf, looks max, stay off the news. You get it. Okay. And then, I think I'm going to start watching TV. I think I'm going to like start watching these shows. Like everyone's talking about this show called Traitors right now. That's the show. Everyone's like Traitors. And then there's this like gay show or gay movie thing where are they like hockey players that fuck these two guys? Everyone's like obsessed with this show or this movie. Like, I don't want to watch that personally. It's like doesn't sound like my kind of show, but I think I want to start watching TV. I'm saying this like I'm coming out as someone who watches trash TV. That's how I'm going to feel like I'm part of a community. That's going to be on that list of like how to survive these crazy times, how to not lose your mind during these crazy times. That's going to go under my building community. What did I say? Like talk to people, connect, like build community, get that whole thing. Something so core and fundamental to being human and a happy human. But like just me watching TV and then like seeing people gossip about it online, like I'll feel like I'm part of a community I think that'll help open that area up in my life that I don't understand. I'm not a part of right now. And traders, like what even is I don't even know what it looks like. Colton Underwood. I thought that was Brooks Koepka. That's crazy. They kind of look like. I saw Brooks Koepka's wife at the Farmers. And I was like, I was looking down. I was like, she is so teeny tiny. Like a little, she is so cute. Jenna, right? Yeah. He was at I think hole 7. We were walking with him and he has like a whole mob. Nothing like Tiger. No one compares Tiger Woods' mob of people following him when he was in his prime. I mean, you'd have to go 4 holes ahead of where he's at just to see him, like just to get like one eye on him because it was that packed. Like people were, yeah. So, but Brooks he had a pretty big mob following him. And then I wanted to watch, I think like, yeah, hole 7 and 8, just because we were right there walking around and out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, oh my God, I recognize her. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then I followed her on Instagram and then I'm like, oh, they have a cute little son and they're at the Waste Management right now. And I'm like, oh, like I just saw you and you're so cute. Is that weird? I'm like calling her. It's just because like she's one of the smallest, cutest little women I've ever seen. Like I can't explain it. She's really cute. But she's also like she's a woman. Like she's not like a child. You get it. Okay. So traders, the vibe I'm getting, because a lot of the way I think about reality TV is based off of the vibes. I'll hear a couple things and then I get the vibe of it. I don't fully understand it, but with traders, people are traders and you don't know who's the trader. And then I think I saw the Kelsey mom, Mrs. Kelsey, Travis Kelsey's mom. She was a trader, but like you basically have to lie. And then is this like Survivor? I don't get it, but that show's really popular right now. Traders, but what's crazy, this is what I don't understand with people and how much time they have on their hands, or with people and how much time they have on their hands, period. How do you know about this show? How are you on season 4? Where did this come from? It literally just pops, like shows just pop up and then everywhere I look online, people are talking about it. And I'm like, does this just show up? I mean, what platform does it stream on? Peacock? There's too many platforms. See, that's the thing. It's too confusing. I turn on Netflix and I'm like, whatever's on the homepage. Hopefully it's a true crime murder doc. Hopefully it's a crazy murder mystery doc. We were watching something about a nurse that killed a bunch of babies in the UK or something. It was really sad. The other night. In the city. Remember I used to drive a Yukon. Is that annoying? I'm being annoying. Sorry. I pick up whenever you call. So we're officially at a point now, or I'm officially, I don't know if it's happened to you, but I've officially started to have conversations with people where we don't agree if it's AI or not. This is the year, I believe this year it's gonna, like last year we were fed all the AI slop, it was like a Cheeto that looked like a carrot, that looked like a caterpillar eating itself, and then its tummy would get big, and then there's like cheese pouring out of its eyes, and then it's like backflipping like we had the crazy AI slop videos, like the stupid AI videos. Okay, that was fed to us last year in 2025. 2026 is gonna be the start of like the news is posting a video of an event. Like the event did happen, but this is now a supporting video to that event or another video from that event. And it's going to be AI, and you're going to see it and you're going to be like, that's AI. And then other people are going to be like, no, that's real. And then no one's going to agree on if it's real or not. And the news is publishing it, and they're making it a story, and they're saying that this is what it is. And so this happened with that Alex Preddy video, kicking in the ice, the ice car, the ice SUV, like the kicking in the tail light. And I guess that is real, right? And then the other night, Corey's like, did you see that Epstein interview? Or we were talking about this Epstein interview from, was it Steve Bannon? Excuse me. I think it was Steve Bannon. He was grilling him about being a pedophile, and he's like, class 1. It's the lowest. It's like the least worst type of pedophile. Yeah, Steve Bannon Epstein interview. And I'm talking about this. And Corey was like, no, that's AI. What are you talking about? That's totally AI. And I'm like, no, that's real. That's definitely a real interview that I think was just, when did they release that? Because I feel like it's a new, yeah, I asked him, is your money dirty? Inside Bannon's interview with Epstein. I wonder when that got released, because it seems like a new video circulating, but because it made him look off like a horrible. Not that people didn't already think he was, right? But yeah, I'm noticing in conversation and in the comment sections too, right? Like I'm noticing in the comment sections now, people saying, oh, AI, and then other people being like, no, it's real. No, it's real. So like, that's officially coming in hot. And we predicted this. We're like, this is going to happen. We're not going to know what's real and what's not. But again, all of this is meant to destabilize us, make us go crazy, make us feel psychotic. And then I feel like it's like a psychological warfare thing where you just become like so desensitized to it, where you just comply and you're like, fucking whatever. I can't. And I don't love that. Like, that's not, it feels like, it makes me feel like shit. I don't ever like getting to that place. That's when the world falls apart, when people don't have the will to care anymore. What is that? It's like total malaise and like, not complacency. It's, the word is, it's on the tip of my tongue. But in a way it makes for it's chill though. It's like a chill way to be in a society, because it's like, live your life, right? Like my whole premise of like, or my whole thesis, what do you even call it? My whole thing about mind your business, drink water, go to work. Like that makes for a nice chill life. Like it's not a chill life to see a video and to freak out if it's real or not, if it's AI or not, you know. That's not it. So the more you're like, fuck it, who cares? Like, but we need people to care, you know, we need people to seek justice and seek the truth. And like, this is all going to take care of itself. Time's going to do it, and it's out of our control. I think that's where I'm at. And I'm not like throwing in the towel and saying, fucking let AI take over the world. But I think it's understandable why we're paranoid, why I'm paranoid about it. But I think, what's the best case scenario? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I think we're all like, what's the worst case scenario of AI coming and taking over everything and changing the entire landscape of how the world functions? Like, what's the best case scenario? We're all just like dripped out in fucking diamonds and like fucking, I don't know, just rich as fuck, and like everyone's paid up and fed up and like fed like food, no one's hungry, everything's solved, and we're just optimized, we're fully optimized and rich as fuck. I think that's like the best case scenario with AI taking over the world. So we should focus on that and not be so scared of it. I think it's easy to be scared of it, but so yeah, I'm starting to have conversations where we don't agree. Okay. Life update. We went to the Farmers Open. I'm in my golf tournament era. I don't. Okay. I need to reapply my lip gloss. In the city. I don't know. It's funny. You know, I'll be honest. Let's do like a little like vulnerable transparency. Get into my mind time. Okay. Once upon a time, I would scroll on Instagram and, you know, when you're just like on a profile of someone you know, and then you're looking at like one of their friends' profiles and you're on their friends' profiles, and then you're like randomly on someone's profile, like you don't even know, you're not even connected to it. It's like you're very distantly connected, but then you're just like, oh wow, this is cool. Their life looks fun. Like, you know, and I used to see what people were up to in San Diego and Southern California and like the things they would do. And I was like, oh, that looks fun. And that looks like they're living the life. And it's like, I always kind of was like, oh, this is peak, like the most fun you could have here. Or like, these are the best events. And now I'm doing all of it on a regular basis. And before I felt like an outsider, like I'm not a part of that. Like I don't have any connection to it. I have no community around it. I don't have any into it. And I think it's cool that like, as you get older, as you've lived in a place longer, as you meet more people and blossom, like I've totally blossomed. I always made a joke about like, I'm going to be the socialite of San Diego. Everyone's going to know my name. I'm going to be that girl. And I'm not like fully there yet, but like I definitely feel, but I also like am. You know, it feels good when you like show up to a place and you know 50 people there and they're all like giving you a hug and saying hi and they know your name and you've hung out with them a million times. Like that feels really good. And it's at like, especially when it's at an event or a thing, like when I was at the Farmers, it's at a thing where you're like, you used to like want to show up to these kinds of things and wear the cute little golf dress and like, you know, like walk around and like, so it's kind of cool. I try to do a little reflection time. I've been doing less of it. I don't know if you've noticed, a lot less introspection, a lot less thinking about myself too much because we do that too much anyways. But I think that's kind of cool. When I was at the Farmers, I realized that. And then I'm also like, you know, in a nice booth with like short rib and s'mores bars and for like just to eat. I don't have to buy food there. I don't have to go to the concession stand because I'm in a suite at the 18th hole, like unlimited food and drinks. Like it was really, really nice. But so yeah, feeling blessed, but back to the cute dress. I got it at the Goodwill. I made a whole thing about like, you know, one of the things we love on this podcast, because I'm generating a long list of the love and the things we love, the things we hate. We love thrift shopping, right? And specifically, we love the Goodwill. And this dress was from the Goodwill. And it's funny because like at these kinds of functions, when people are like, oh my God, you look so cute, da, da, da. Like me just being myself, like, and if someone's like, where'd you get this dress? I'm like, I got it at the Goodwill. Like I would literally just say that. Like no one asked me specifically where I got it. But like hypothetically, if that happened, like that is me being honest to myself and like, I'm not going to lie about that. But like this kind of crowd, like some of the people I'm around, I'm like, they just have like so many people in that crowd have a vibe of like, ugh, like the Goodwill, like, because everyone's so prim and proper, you know, but not really. Like a lot of people aren't. They're actually really cool. Maybe this event wasn't specifically like that. There's other, I mean, it really isn't, but yeah, because everyone's so classy. I don't know. But yeah, I got my dress at the Goodwill. It was cute as shit. It's like a little white denim dress, and I wore my Nike golf shoes, my Nike like Air Maxes. I thought it was so cute. And I got aviators. Like I haven't worn aviators in like 6 years. Like what the fuck? I used to wear only aviators. So I wore some I don't know. And then we got Italian food after. We went out to our favorite restaurant in La Jolla and we had Italian. We had like a late lunch. And see, that's another example of like community, right? Like this bartender, because we like to sit at the bar when we get this at this Italian place that we've been going to forever. Like it's like we know the face, we know the name. You know, we know that we can gossip about like people we know that go to that restaurant. Like, you know, it's like a nice feeling of like of familiar faces, and I've always wanted that. So I guess that's the sob story is like I've always wanted to feel like I belong. You know, I think that's a lot of why I do what I do. It's like and just owning, oh my God, this is stupid. But sorry, I need to turn that off. Everyone wants to feel like they belong and that people like them and they're accepted. And I've always struggled with that. And so it's a nice full circle thing when I don't feel like that anymore. You get the idea. So it's Super Bowl weekend. We have a neighbor update on the neighbor's lawn. So you guys, we declared the number one enemy on our show last week as the number one enemy, our number one op on the show, are people who do not mow their lawns, like their front lawns of their homes / landscape at all. They just let it fly. Okay. That's my neighbors with their brand new house they built. They completely full reno, full fucking tear down and rebuild. They had their housewarming party last Friday. There's probably 40 people over. Tons of cars parked, kids, the whole thing. Front door open. You can see like people coming and going. There's lots of people inside, you know, walking around, eating food, whatever. It's clearly their housewarming party. Try to think of anyone you know off the top of your head. I'm baffled. I'm so baffled by this. Who, you know, they built a new house. They're having their housewarming party. And they wouldn't even attempt to mow their front lawn or weed whack it down or do anything to make it look nice for their party, for the guests to see. Like they're showing their new house and the grass would be up to, I mean, it's now like probably mid thigh. Okay. I'm 5'6". It's mid thigh on me. That's how high it is. And it's just weeds. It's not even grass. You never planted grass. Like what? I can't think of a single person that would do that. And these are nice people, like normal, like, I don't know. I don't know if we can say that now, but I'm like, they're coming and going in the front door and there's fucking weeds up to their ass. Like, I'm like, you didn't even try to make this look, because, you know, I'm thinking when I grew up, if we had people over, we're landscaping for a month before. Like whenever we would have a huge party, we would do like graduation parties and 50 people over. Like, I remember one year my sister had a pool party for her 8th grade graduation, and we had a new pool. We put it in, I think that year, and she was having the whole class over for her 8th grade graduation. And I remember literally the days leading up to it, I mean, we were down to the wire. We're fucking putting in cobblestones and we're creating a walkway. We're pouring concrete. We're mowing the lawn. We're weeding the flower beds. We're putting in new beauty bark. We're pressure washing. My whole family, we're out there we had to like build a pathway to the pool for this party. Okay. Because I think it was a dirt trench before that. And we needed to like make it nice for people to walk on for this big deal, you know, this big party. And I'm like, that's how I was raised, right? Like you taking pride, getting down and dirty, working hard. And in fact, I'm going to segue this because we need to keep it moving this week on this show. this afternoon. It's 2:45 p.m. Already took a nap, so we're refreshed. Dogs have been cooped up all day. Definitely need to take them on a walk. I'm going to segue this into my backyard that we're still working on, that I think I'm going to weed whack this week. I'm going to take our new Milwaukee weed whacker I think I might weed whack it when Corey's gone. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like we need to, yeah. So I'll weave that into like antique store or spin class, antique store, weed whack the back lawn. It's like not a lawn yet. We're kind of like in this awkward stage of our backyard, but it definitely needs a good hack, a good weed whack. I might just walk next door to my neighbors and start doing theirs. You know what? It's like, see what happens. Okay. We live in the circus world. This world's crazy. Look what just happened and dropped this week. It's like, what's the worst that's going to happen? My neighbors are going to be like, stop. Don't make it look better. So, and then for the Super Bowl, that's also this weekend. Go Seahawks. I wanted to honestly watch it in the comfort of my own home because it's the Seahawks and I care so much, right? And Corey calls me. He's like, hey, I've got plans for us. Like we're going to so-and-so's house, our good friends, and they're having 5 couples over and we're going to go to a little Super Bowl party. Can you bake a loaf of bread? And I was honestly just in a mode of like, no, honestly, I really don't want to. Like, I honestly want to sit my fat ass on my couch at home just with you and the dogs, order Domino's, crack open a couple of whatevers, maybe get some dip, some Tostitos and a buffalo dip going, maybe some mini corn dogs, like some Trader Joe's air fryer, like corn dogs, maybe some like cheap shit, like grocery store cookies or something. I don't know. Like what would be a good sweet to have with that? Maybe just like a popsicle. I don't know. We've been eating popsicles lately. It's like I don't know. We're in a weird phase with that. And I just want to like watch the Seahawks, be glued to it and fully present, fully immersed in the comfort of my own home. And now I'm like, ugh, like when you call me, I'm like, oh, I have to like go be social. And then I have to like dress kind of cute. And it's like a Sunday evening. And it's like, I just kind of want to be at home. Like, but it'll be really fun. I love these people. It'll be fun. I'm not complaining, but sometimes I'm like, but I'm officially at the point with my social battery where like things come up so frequently that I do a lot of things more frequently now, like social wise, where I'm like, I kind of need, like, I'm feeling like, okay, when I say no, I feel good about saying no because I was just doing something a few days earlier or whatever. Like, okay, I can't do everything. And so that's a good place to be. That's also a place in life I always wanted to be at. So I can officially, that's cool that I've gotten there. Okay. So officials address claims that we're in the news section. News section. Okay. Officials address claims that ski jumpers injected acid into their penises. So the Winter Olympics start today. The opening ceremonies tonight. Maybe that'll be the date night. I'll be like, hey, sexy date night idea. Since we're not staying in on Sunday for the Super Bowl, which is what I deep down wanted in my heart and soul, so I could just really just watch the Seahawks and scream at my TV without anyone watching me and being a fat fuck with my Domino's pizza on my lap. Because we're not doing that, we're going to stay in tonight. We're going to watch the Winter Olympics, the opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics in Milan. Maybe that's what I'll do. And I'll make homemade pasta. I'll roll out some gnocchi, or I'll roll out some fucking horchata, or I'll roll out some I'll roll out some spaghetti. One of my favorite things about growing up and watching the Food Network was the way Giada would say Italian words. That really did it for me. The way she would say spaghetti, she'd say bruschetta, pasta. Shout out. The thing about childhood that was so dreamy and so wonderful and beautiful and so like, I'm so nostalgic for this right now, or like, was the show routine, the TV show routine. So like you'd bop around the channels and you would kind of have the same routine because they were always on at the same time, the shows he liked. And he would just sit, and it was like a 30-minute Food Network show. Then it was like a 30-minute Discovery Channel show. It's like you're watching Deadliest Catch, then you're watching Jada, and then you're watching Bobby Flay. I don't know. You're watching like another Food Network show. And then I'm trying to think what else you'd watch. I mean, this is like post-cartoon time. Like when we were watching Arthur. And when we were watching, I remember one time our parents like banned us from watching Hey Arnold. I forget why. But now they've uncovered all this sexual shit from the kids shows. I guess my parents were picking up on that we weren't. So maybe that's why. But I remember we couldn't watch Hey Arnold at a certain point. But just that routine of eating ramen, sitting on the couch after school. I don't know. Maybe this was like high school. Kind of feels like this is more of a high school thing I would do. You'd watch your shows. Boom, boom, boom. You have nothing to scroll on. There's nothing to scroll on your phone. It's just the TV. Or something really like comforting about that. I just thought I'd bring that up. Okay. Officials address claims that ski jumpers injected acid into their penises. Okay, so this is what's going on in the Winter Olympics already. The scandal. Jake Paul's, so one thing I heard is Jake Paul's fiance, Yuta, right? Yuta Lederman? What? Lederman? Yuta, right? Yuta. Flew private without her teammates to Milan. Okay, she's a speed skater. People are mad about that. And I'm like, okay, so that's already drama with Yuta. I love her and I love him and I love their love. And I think I'm rooting for her and go Yuta go. Yuta? Where is she from originally? She's from Dutch, but she's from Dutch, you guys. Geography time. Geography time. The Netherlands. But like, aren't there multiple Netherlands? Denmark? Isn't Denmark? Wait a minute. Remember, we're leaning into being hot and dumb, and we're accepting ourselves, and we're looks maxing. We're focusing more on looks maxing and less on intelligence this year, okay? Because what's the point? So far, being hot has gotten me further than being smart in life. Where are the Netherlands? Okay, the Netherlands are located in northwestern Europe and bordering Germany and Belgium. So it's a country in Europe? The Netherlands? Netherlands is a country. The fuck? Hold on. No. See, this is not how my brain works. This is not the vibe I'm getting. Okay. Where's Denmark? To me, is that Danish? So Dutch and Danish are different? Because I'm looking at Denmark. Okay, if you had to ask me like what I thought. No, because Denmark, those are the Danes. And then the Netherlands, that's Amsterdam is in Netherlands. Netherlands is a country. So I thought, okay, if you're from Belgium, oh my gosh. Wait a minute. If you're from Belgium, what are you? It's like when you're from Wales, you're Welsh. If you're from Belgium, are you Belch? Like, what is Belgium? My brain is scrambled right now. So if you're Dutch, if you're from Netherlands, it's not the Netherlands. It's one country called Netherlands in Europe, by Germany. Okay, that's where Amsterdam is. Okay, you can get there from London. I think there's like a train no, does it have a train underneath the water? No, that's to Paris. Where am I thinking this goes? Quick flight? Yeah, it's like a little puddle jumper over the water there. Okay. What are Belgian people called? Oh my God, you guys, this is like, I just have to remind everyone that I am a college educated woman. They're called Belgians. No, they're just Belgians. I could have guessed that. If you're from Belgium, you're a Belgian. And if you're from the Netherlands, you're Dutch. If you're from Denmark, you're Danish. But I thought, honest to God, the Netherlands in my brain, we're being really vulnerable right now. I kind of thought it was a collective, like Belgium, the Netherlands. Wait, no, I thought like the Netherlands were Belgium and Denmark and like one other country. Where's Holland? Wait, where is Holland? Holland is in the Netherlands? Is this like the United States? Like, are there countries with, oh my God. Okay. Now my brain is officially really broken. So the Netherlands it is the Netherlands. Netherlands is not just a country, it's a collective. You guys, do you understand this like the back of your hand? Are you learning this with me right now? Please make me feel better about myself. So you've got North Holland and South Holland in the Netherlands. Belgium's out of this. And then you've got North Brabant, Gelderland, Overijssel, Drenthe, Friesland, Groningen. I can't even pronounce these. That's a city. And like the main event here is Amsterdam. But Holland, so it's a collective. It's giving the United States of the Netherlands. You know what I mean? So it's not just one. That's why I was like, the Netherlands is not a country. You never see a flag that's like Netherlands. Holland has a flag. And then are these just individual states? Part of the Netherlands does have a flag though. Oh my God, you guys, I can't. I fucking can't. So anyways, they're injecting hyaluronic acid into their penises. Back to that. This is the drama of the Olympics, the Winter Olympics so far. Okay. So there's speculation that some of the ski jumpers are injecting, the headlines say acid, and it's so dramatic, like acid into their penises. Hyaluronic acid, okay, it's a plumping agent. It's like filler. It's like what you're putting in your lips and your cheeks if you're a woman. Like it's like a filler. So this is what they do to the jumpers, okay? Everyone gets a 3D body scan when they get fitted for their ski jumping suit. And apparently, so this came out, the speculation about this came out, or the rumor or whatever, same thing. And a coach or someone someone in the ski jumping world was like, any extra centimeter of fabric on that ski suit can really make an impact when it comes to the jump distance. So the more surface area, the more fabric on that suit, the better. Okay. So if that cock is so the more surface area that cock has, the farther, I'm thinking like a coach is saying that my ski jumper can jump. Or that will create more distance when they jump, or that will affect. Okay, so they make the suit based on this 3D scan of their body, right? And the more fabric, the better when it comes to ski jumping. So now they're allegedly injecting their penises with plumper to increase their penis size, which will therefore increase the size of their ski jumping suit. More surface area equals farther jump. What I'm trying to understand about these ski jumpers is, why are they injecting their penises? Why are they injecting their crotch area? Because if I was a ski jumper and it was all about having the most surface area possible on that ski jumping suit based off of the 3D scan they're going to do of my body, and I can only stand there in my whitey tighties when they do it, I'm like, I would be spreading my fucking lats so wide. I'd be working my lats. Okay, first of all, I think they should all have BBLs. Like the hips being wider in that area. I'm being funny, but like I'm being serious at the same time. Like if the penis is important, if that being bigger is important, I don't understand why the hips aren't even more important. Because if you're thinking about width, so when they spread that like bat wing suit out, it's not quite like a base jumping suit because it's really not. It's really just their body. But there's like a little bit more. If you look at the crotch area, it flares out when a little bit. Like if you look at a ski jumper, let me just like verify a little ski jumpsuit. So why aren't they working the width of their hips and their lats? I don't know if this has even been confirmed. I'm just going off of, like I'm looking at this suit. It's a sleek thing. It's not like it's a flying squirrel vibe, you know, but it does. Where's that crotch? Ski jumper suit. I think that's like where it's the whitest. Yeah. Okay. So in between their thighs. Okay. If you're just standing in a ski suit and you're not flying through the air, you've got a drop crotch situation happening a little bit. So that's where the bulk of that extra fabric's going to be. It's kind of in the crotch area. So I understand that. But again, I'm like, why don't they just work their lats and make their lats wider? That just seems like, I mean, it's literally like wings on your body built in. So I thought that was a funny rumor. What other drama is there? It's like dumb drama with Tate McRae doing a commercial for the Olympics. She looked gorgeous. She's like, "May I'm a Tate McRae." No, what did she say? "I'm Tate McRae." And then I'm going to go watch Team USA and Lindsey Vonn ski and come back for the big game and watch the Super Bowl. And she's Canadian. So people are like, "Why are you talking about Team USA so much in this commercial? You're from Canada." And like, yeah. The one thing I like about the Olympics is that everyone roots for, like, borders exist. You know what I mean? Like, people are very, I love how patriotic everyone gets. Everyone's protective of their country, or they're like very, what's the word? They recognize their borders. So I like that the Olympics reminds everyone that we do have borders. They're separate countries. It's not all one thing. You guys, Savannah Guthrie's mom's missing. Her mom, Nancy, is missing. And I think it might have something to do with the Epstein. I'm not going to do this right now. Like, I can't be funny about it, but like, there's some interesting information about Savannah Guthrie's mom missing and the Clintons. That's all I'm going to say more. I think we'll get to that after I go through this timeline. And I hate to say this, but I don't think they're going to get her back. I don't think she's alive. It's been like... So this is so random, right? Like, this came out of left field. Savannah Guthrie, Today's Show. Just such a beam of sunshine, right? When it comes to a news reporter, she seems so... what's the word? Not PC, not unoffensive or just pleasant, she's not controversial. She's not, she's she's just a nice news anchor, a nice lady, right? Super nice lady. Been watching her forever. And her mom went missing. And it's her older mom, Nancy. And she lives in Arizona. Is it Tucson? Wait a minute. Hold on. In the city. Wait, is Tucson in the lyrics? Wait, did I just remember that? Wait, Yukon lyrics? And then does Nancy live in Tucson? Am I making this? We're doing a parallel right now. In the parking lot in Tucson, where Nancy went missing. Nancy Guthrie, Tucson. And then we're going to look at the update. Is she from Tucson? She's 84 years old. Okay, but isn't it in Tucson? I just want it to be Tucson, so I in the city. You know, I'm doing the stupid song, which is getting annoying. Sorry. Catalina Foothills, an affluent neighborhood, roughly 6 miles northeast of Tucson. Okay, so it is Tucson. See? I love a good connection between, I don't know. I love when dots connect on my show. It makes me feel good as a creative. Okay. So this is what we know. At 5:32 p.m. on Saturday, Nancy got in an Uber to go to her daughter and son-in-law's house for dinner and gaming. That was on Saturday. That was last Saturday. Okay. Her son-in-law then drove her back home, and she arrived at her house and opened her garage door at 9:48 p.m. and closed it at 9:50. So we know she got inside safely. Or she went inside. The garage door shut at 9:50, 2 minutes after. So her son-in-law dropped her off. And then the FBI announced at 1:47 a.m. Sunday morning, so the middle of the night, Nancy's doorbell camera was disconnected, potentially by whoever abducted her. Obviously, it was them. And then at 2:12 a.m., someone was detected by the camera inside to be in the house, but unfortunately, Nancy wasn't a subscriber to the camera company, so the footage was overwritten. But they did get that alert notification, so they know that someone was detected inside the house at 2:12 a.m. At 2:28 a.m., Nancy's pacemaker disconnected from her phone, meaning she'd be far enough away from her phone for that to disconnect from Bluetooth. And her phone, I think, was left in the house. So that would make sense. When she was abducted, it disconnected and stopped syncing. So she attended church. She attended church virtually, not in person. I didn't know this. So I thought when she didn't show up at church, she didn't show up in person. No, she didn't virtually attend. And then, so at 11 a.m. on Sunday, a friend who always sees her called her family, her daughter, to let them know that she wasn't at church. And then an hour later at 12 p.m. Sunday, the police were called and alerted Nancy Guthrie is missing. We know the FBI is taking the ransom note seriously, and it was received by 3 news outlets. The FBI tried to respond and didn't get a response. They asked for $5 million to be sent via Bitcoin by 5 p.m. yesterday, and then there's an additional deadline set for Monday. In the letter, they mentioned the floodlight and something about Nancy's Apple Watch. I think that corroborates that it's, or in the letter, so in the ransom note, I guess that kind of confirms that it's real. It's not a fake ransom note because of those details. The FBI was present during the filming of Savannah and her siblings' plea video. We We don't know if it was forced entry. The abductor may have had access to or if the abductor had access to the home. Like, we don't know who had keys to the home. There's a $50,000 reward if you have any information. There's not a prime suspect at this time. The brother-in-law is not a suspect. A lot of people were like, he dropped her off. He's a suspect. What the fuck? But he's been cleared. People are also like, whoa, this was so weird. Savannah was saying the same exact line from Silence of the Lambs in her plea video. I think it was like, she says it a couple times and the same cadence, the same way of the character in the Silence of the Lambs, how they say it. And it was like, talk to her, you'll see. Like, she's such a great person. Talk to her, you'll see that, or something like that. But I guess this was clearly written, and they were advised, by the FBI to say these certain things because this is what you do. When there's a ransom note, like, this is how you respond. You humanize them. You try to, or there's a way to do it. And I guess they basically took that right out of Silence of the Lambs. Like, that's not a weird thing. Like, that's what you would say. So this is why I was like, could be connected. And this is why I'm like, I don't think they're going to get her back alive. People are always digging deeper, right? And I came across something interesting about her husband, Jordan Feldman. Is that her husband's name? Let me double check this. He worked for the Clintons. Hold on just a second. I need to type this in. He worked for the Clintons for 8 years. And Savannah Guthrie has been married to not Jordan Feldman. Excuse me. Michael Feldman, a corporate consultant and former Democratic political advisor since March of 2014. They met in 2008 and have 2 children together. So her husband started a scrubbing company called the Glover Park Group, or Grover. Is it Glover or Grover Park Group? And they basically scrub the internet of bad information that they don't want the public to know about. And so this is the stupid conspiracy. Like, this is what people are saying. Okay, Epstein files come out. The Clintons are going to testify. And it's this whole thing, okay, in court. Like, that's going to happen. And then her mom goes missing. Savannah Guthrie's husband was their cleaner. He was their fucking cleaning lady or cleaning man. He was their scrubber. He was supposed to get the bad shit off the internet for them. Okay. Clearly he didn't do a good job enough or do a good enough job. And now her mom's missing. And we all know that the Clintons are, they have a record of, or a track record of, like, people go missing around the Clintons. Okay. There's strange deaths that happen and people go missing. And so this is like very curious. That's all I'm going to say. We're not fully tinfoil hatting right now, but it's such a left field thing for an older woman to get abducted like that. And then when you find out the connection goes back to the Clintons, and then you find out the Clintons are in the Epstein files, and then you find out, like, you keep going through that and the timing, it's very interesting. Let me look up more on her husband, Mike Feldman. We're just going to do a deep dive together. Feldman. And this is so sad. I mean, she was wrecked in that video. It's so terrible. So it's like the worst thing. And she also had her pacemaker, right? Like, she needed her medication, her pacemaker. She's 84 years old. Like, this is a very sensitive situation when it comes to her health and keeping her alive and well, because she relies on these things to support that. And now she doesn't have them. And so this is time is not on her side right now, like being away from those things. So it's awful. It's like and especially if they're like they don't have, like, I didn't look up breaking news on it. Is there any? Let me just check really quick. Nancy. Just type in Nancy Guthrie. Is there any breaking stuff? 15 minutes ago, officials say they're investigating new message regarding Guthrie. Okay, this is new. What we know, we already know this. There's also blood, but a lot of the people that, the investigators or the people that do this for a living say that it wasn't the type of blood that would indicate a really severe wound, the way it dripped, the size of the drip, but there was blood present. So, and with older people, they can bleed easily. They can scrape, like their skin can get scraped easily and they can bleed really bad. Like that's also something that's to consider. So who knows how severe or what that's from specifically, but there's definitely blood on the scene. The new message regarding Nancy Guthrie was an email sent to Tucson TV station KOLD earlier today. 3 officials briefed on the message told NBC News. The FBI is working to confirm if the note came from the same sender as the first reported ransom note referencing Guthrie, the sources said. Officials said that they could take some time because of technical factors. So there's a new message regarding Nancy Guthrie. I mean, there's a chance they're receiving photos of her. Proof of life. I mean, they just want proof of life. Like I think there's obviously a lot of things we don't know and they're not sharing. Mike Feldman Clinton's. So he's a consultant. He was vice president of Al Gore's traveling chief of staff during the 2000 presidential election campaign. Yeah, he's a founding partner and managing director of the Glover Park Group, an American communications consulting firm headquartered in Washington, D.C. So the Glover Park Group it was a scrubbing company. Like that's what they did. They got information off the internet they don't want the public to know about. So we're just doing it together. We're deep diving together. Oh, no, sorry. Okay, so born to a Jewish family, Feldman began his political career in the U.S. Senate, serving as a floor assistant, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to think good. Feldman joined Bill Clinton's campaign staff in 1992. Following the election, Feldman served in the Clinton administration as vice president, Al Gore's deputy director of legislative affairs. In November, okay, so he joined their staff in 92. In 2001, okay, he joined the Clinton staff in 1992. In 2001, Feldman formed the Glover Park Group with Gore campaign advisors Carter Eskew and Chip Smith and former White House press secretary Joe Lockhart. The Glover, but it's Glover. The Glover Park Group offers communications, government relations, corporate advocacy, and crisis management services. Feldman is the managing director of the firm. He developed and currently leads its entertainment and environmental practices. Just a second here. How are you doing? Do the research before you record. Park Group. I'm just asking a quick question. But if they're in crisis management, this would make sense. What other things do I have to cover? So we have Nancy. Okay, we're doing that right now. Little John's son went missing. Trump shit himself. Oh, and then I was going to ask, we're going to do a thought exercise right now. We'll just do this right now. Where were you when Jeffrey Epstein, when you found out he died? Because I remember where I was. I was on the treadmill at the 24-hour fitness in La Jolla at the UTC Mall. And I had no idea who this man was. I just saw like, he's dead on all the TVs. And I remember this being like a big deal. I think it was 2019? But then I saw this other thing today and like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is so chaotic and complicated, and there's so many emails and images and people involved, and it's so layered. I mean, I love that people are spending the time to organize it for us because it's so chewy, the amount of content out there to sift through and make sense of. But it's like, just today I see, and who knows if this is real or not. That's the other thing. I never know if this is like a real post or not. I think it was on this is a security guard at the prison he was at. I saw this post about how, like the night he hung himself, allegedly, he claimed that they rolled him out in a wheelchair, put him in a van, and then someone else came into his cell. Like they switched him. And a lot of people are saying like, it would make sense for him to stage his own death and do something like that. So there is a chance. I mean, a piece of me kind of still thinks he's alive. And then they're breaking down the image of him when there's like a picture of him dead, but it like doesn't. I get paranoid in the dog's bark. Sorry. Lou Bear. Basically, they're breaking down like his nose doesn't match his ears, stuff like that. So it's like very. But I would understand, like, it makes sense why he would do something like that. And get himself like as far the fuck away from this pedophile shit as possible. Like, get it just completely. The best. Louie, it's okay. It's my Amazon packages, and I'm getting electrolyte packs. How exciting. Lewis. The next best thing for him to do besides die, Epstein, would be to stage his own death, obviously, and make people think he's gone, so he's doesn't have to deal with the repercussions of what he did to these fucking innocent little girls and boys and these people, these adults, all of it. So the Glover, no public available information suggests the Glover Park Group sanitizes external data, like removing sensitive information. So historically, Glover Park Group was a strategic communications, public relations, and advocacy firm. It doesn't specialize in data scrubbing or That's what all the people on. Okay, it's like I heard, it's like I saw a TikTok and then that's what I went off of. That they're a data scrubber. Oh, that wasn't a burp. That was just like, those. What were those like kazoo things, or those like sound makers you would have in school, and it just like comes up? Like that's what happened to my throat just there. The firm merged into FGS Global, a larger global PR and communications consultancy, which also does crisis management, corporate reputation work, and public affairs. So, but anyways, he was in with the Clintons, and that's good enough for me. And he's married to Savannah, and her mom's missing, and the Epstein files came out. And what's going on with the Clintons with that? Hillary Clinton wants testimony on Jeffrey Epstein in public. Let's stop the games. So here's what's going on with Hillary. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton challenged Republicans on the House Oversight Committee to take her testimony and that of former President Bill Clinton about sex offender Jeffrey Epstein in public and not in a closed session as those lawmakers planned. They're just going to deny everything and just be like, I do not have sexual relations. Like, it's going to be bullshit. Hillary Clinton's demand came after she and Bill Clinton dropped their efforts to resist a subpoena to testify before that committee, whose Republican leadership has threatened a vote on holding them in contempt of Congress if they refuse to appear. So let's stop the games. If you want this fight, let's have it in public, Clinton wrote. You love to talk about transparency. There's nothing more transparent than a public hearing, cameras on. I need to like brush up on like the tea on them in the files. But like, again, it's so layered and like there's so much. I don't have the time. We need to move on. I honestly want to talk about Skims and Nike and the Westminster Dog Show. Do something a little lighter. But horrible about Nancy Guthrie. She's been missing for about a week now. Such a random left field thing to happen, especially to a woman in a affluent neighborhood like that, minding her business. Like, she's not up to anything, you know. But the thing I was thinking is like, okay, did someone find out she lives there and she's related to Savannah Guthrie, the news anchor that is married to this guy, and so they have money and they know that there's money in this family and that, okay, we're going to abduct the mom and do this so that we can get our 5 million in Bitcoin from them. Like, is it just some rando? It could be. That's a very possible, that could be it. But then when you realize like the Clinton connection, you're like, kind of overshadows that theory a little bit for me. But very sad. Pray for Nancy and the family. It's like the worst possible thing. It's just so random. Like, why, you know? So the Westminster Dog Show, the Doberman one, and this Doberman Penny, the most beautiful, regal, elegant dog I've ever seen. When it comes to dog shows, I'm always like, how do they pick? Because all of the dogs are stunning. They're like they're the best of the best. Like, literally, they're the best in show, but there can only be one best in show. And when I saw this Doberman, I immediately understood why. Her face it's almost like she's like Cleopatra. Like, she's like a beautiful, almost like she's like from another world. Like, just the way her eyes are. I don't know. She's like it's like she knows things. Penny the Doberman, shout out. I'm always rooting for the Golden, but they didn't make it this year. Let's talk about Nike Skims and then we'll wrap it up because I need to make a plan for tonight. I need to prepare my Winter Olympics opening ceremony charcuterie board for my hot date night tonight with my husband. Because I didn't make a plan and I don't know if I want to like step out and like dress up. I don't have to dress up, but maybe we'll get like Thai food and watch it. So Skims is always doing a collab. They did one with North Face, I think was their first collab. And now they're doing Nike. And I was scrolling through the website of the Nike Skim stuff. And they're clearly leaning into the ballerina aesthetic. It's all like, a lot of it is ballerina pink, lots of wrap tops, and the shoes are kind of like point shoe-esque shoes. And but I'm like, the thing about Nike, I love Nike. When it comes to shoes, I love Nike. Their clothes are hit and miss, but especially their leggings. Like, you guys know how I have strong opinions on leggings, right? But I'm looking at the cuts of everything and even everything. I can't explain it, but the Nike Skims collab, because Skims has a very minimalist aesthetic. I keep saying aesthetic, like a very clean, minimal, modern. But it's just so unsexy. Like, it's so, like, let me pull it up. Not that it needs to be sexy. It doesn't seem flattering. Nike Skims. Like, the seams too. The thing about Nike leggings is that the material isn't, they do have a seamless legging. It's the cut of the leggings. They're not flattering. They're just not. And even these sports bras, I'm like, it just looks like shit. I'm being really judgy about it, but like, I literally was looking and I'm like, no one's going to look good in this. Okay, of course, what's her face does, because she's so cute. Lisa, the singer, she K-pop. She's in the all pink. She's modeling it. She looks stunning. Like, I think it works if you want to do that ballerina thing. But then this is the thing. Then they have like a lot of normal sized women or bigger women wearing it, and it just looks like shit. They have these little skirts wrapped around. I'm like, it's so dainty and little girl, and like, yeah, it's not doing it for me. I just don't like a lot of just the way the tops wrap. You're just hanging out. Like, a lot of the sports bras are like that. The fold over. Oh yeah. They have these fold over pants. It's just bad. You guys, that's basic. I could just say, hey, I don't like the Nike Skims collab. What's this harness? I feel like I need this harness. There's like a leg harness. Let's do the collection guide. Get to know the collections. There's a matte, shine, weightless, airy. Isn't there a ribbed, seamless? Okay, this is what I can get behind. Because you need some suction when it comes to workout stuff. Like, that's what a lot of the most popular workout brands do well, is they suck you and they hug you and they go up your butt crack nicely. And like, a lot of the sleeker, like the typical fabric, like Nike legging fabric, just kind of hovers over your butt and it doesn't flatter it. It just kind of like, bleh, like it makes you get poopy butt. Like, it looks saggy and shitty. So anything that's like ribbed, seamless, anything that sucks into your crevices nicely will look good. It'll look good on everyone. So I'm glad they have a seamless option. But I'm not a fan of, because I love Skims. The whole reason I'm saying this is I love Skims, but this is such a chaotic collab, and I just don't find any of it flattering. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like, okay, deep V-neck, crisscross, wraparound. No, it's not doing it for me. This double bra tank top thing. Go look it up. You guys will understand what I'm saying. Because it's all about like the silhouette, right? I just feel like the silhouettes are really, either they're extremely boring, like nothing is exciting here, nothing is interesting. They're just like a biker short with a halter tank top, like a typical like polyester tank top short situation, in normal workout fabric, in a nude or like a black or brown or nude color. And then it's like a bunch of like thong imprinted leggings. You guys, this is not how I'm going to end the episode. This is dragging on way too long. I'm not a fan. What did we cover? Okay. So everything in the world right now is meant to destabilize you. Take action on your own life and focus on yourself and what you can control. I feel like I always say the same things, but I hope I can be a source of inspiration here where I notice, and I'm sure you notice, like I really glow and find a lot of joy in the things I do day to day. I get so giddy about them, and I feel so happy to do these things and these little routines and these little excursions. And I think that's what life is all about, because most of life is not it's not a nonstop vacation. Okay. It's not a nonstop, like we're riding the roller coaster every day. We're bopping around. We're doing all this crazy shit. Like most of life is regular and steady and routine and the same. And so within that, finding the things, like optimizing that is how you can stay sane in these crazy times. That's the best way to stay sane in these crazy times. Like get excited about your stupid cup of tea you make before bed and your stupid walk you do every morning with your dog, or like not your stupid walk, you know what I mean? Like the littlest things, like the little routines, you know my obsession now. Like I'm really OCD with decluttering my stuff. I love picking a number in my head. This is so dumb, but I'll be like 25. Okay. I will literally walk around my house and I'll pick 25 things. I'll like pull 25 items from the house and I'll donate them or throw things out, or like, and that makes me feel good. I'm like, oh, like I'm like doing a little declutter, or this is just like home stuff, but it's my skincare routine at night, my little weekend outings, picking out a bouquet of flowers every week, baking my bread every day. I have a loaf rising right now. I have a dough rising. You know, I'm happy as fuck. I'm so great. Like the word is giddy. Like I was thinking about last weekend. I had the best weekend last weekend. 8 a.m. spin class, went to the gym, saunaed, came home, got ready for golf, went golfing at a new golf place I haven't been to before. Did amazing. Hit my new golf, I was using my new golf clubs for the first time. Had so much fun. And then we got my favorite burrito. We drove around a new neighborhood and like went to my favorite burrito place, got lunch, came home. It was Saturday night. I feel like there was something we did. Oh, and I think we just watched, I forgot what we were watching. We were just, and I think I like put on the latest Tim Dillon episode that drops every Saturday and like cleaned the house and like hung out and watched TV. I think we ordered ice cream. And like, that was my Saturday. And then the next morning I wake up, I go to the gym, beautiful morning, sun's out, get my little coffee, and then I like get ready for the farmers. And then I'm at the farmers late morning, afternoon, come home. Oh no, then we went and got a beautiful Italian late lunch, had a nice, we got ice cream after, walked to the beach, saw the sunset. That was so nice. Came home, cuddled the dogs. Like, it's just that's the thing. I'm like, and then smelling the roses within that, like remembering those little things and just enjoying the moment of when you're doing them. That is so important too. I hate the whole romanticize your life thing, but I remember waking up on Saturday so excited. Like I was like, I know what this day is going to be. And I'm so excited. Just like tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm so excited. He's out of here. Like he's in LA. Like he's out of here for a day. I'm going to be fucking hitting the stores, working out in the morning, hitting the stores, finding new little tchotchkes for the house, playing with the dogs. Like that's the best place to be in life, where like you look forward to those little things. And so that's what I'm trying to suggest. I guess, does everyone do that? I guess I'm making a point to notice that and like put a pin in it. I say smell the roses, like while you're going through the thing that makes you happy, bask in it, So stay safe out there. What's going on with the ICE protests? We didn't even touch on that. Are they withdrawing a bunch of troops out of Minnesota? It sounds so crazy to even say that. A bunch of agents out of Minnesota. Trump really lost me on that. And when he goes, we need to move on. I'm like, dude, or no, he said that, not with that, with the Epstein files. Especially when he's just like, can we move on? We need to get off this. It's like, dude. It's like, come the fuck on. He's just not that guy. Like, he's just not that guy. So, and it's because he's too intertwined, and I don't know the severity of his involvement. I mean, it's hard to know anything because a lot of it's redacted, and you have to do a lot of reading between the lines and assuming. It's like, but there's still more they're going to drop. What I don't understand that with the DOJ, I'm like, the Biden administration had this stuff. They had like, okay, it's coming out now. More, it's like, but like, nothing's gonna happen. Okay, like literally nothing's gonna fucking happen. And then it's like, why is it a slow release? Like, why don't they just fucking rip the Band-Aid off? I don't understand this like slow rollout. Like, you know, it's so. But yeah, no one's like, is it just to like shut us up for a little longer? I don't know. It's a weird thing. I remember growing up, my parents would talk about stuff going on in the world in the news, and I was like so young and naive, and I didn't really give a fuck. I was like, this is big people problems, like this is adult problems, and like now it's like, yeah, I know too much. And it's kind of brain rot to be obsessed with getting to the bottom. It's not brain rot to try to seek truth about what's going on with the Epstein files and the people involved. Like, I can't say it's brain rot, but it does get to a point where it's like, I think it's like a sport for people. And I've said that it's like a sport to deep dive and research. And if you're on the spectrum even a little bit and you get into rabbit holes and you hyperfixate on stuff, having access to the internet and this information is like the best worst thing for you. Because there's so much there and it's so stimulating, but it's stimulating in a really disgusting way. It's really disgusting. It's like, I just can't get over the picture of, is it Prince Andrew, right? Or Charles? No, Andrew. Is he not even a prince anymore? Didn't he get that? There's a picture of him driving in his car after this came out. Like, you fucking, there was some email too. And it's like, it's hard to remember everything because there's so much. But one of the emails was like torture or just kill, or like torture first, then kill. And it was like, he was in that email or something. It was about like, what the fuck? Do the victims even want this? Like, I feel like what sucks is they can't face, I don't know. I'm like trying to understand the psychology here. Like, if I was a victim of this shit, like, it's just so unsettling that like literally nobody's getting locked up. No one's getting, it's like enough. It's like, it's really bad, but it's like not enough to like put people in prison because it's just slimy stuff. It's not like, you can't prove oh my God, the journals of the little girls too. Oh my God. If that's fucking real, them recounting like girls being, can we even say, it's so weird. I'm like, whenever I say it, it's like, seems so awful to say. And then they're pregnant and they go to term, have the baby, and then that baby's ripped from them, and then they sacrifice that baby. Like, what? And they eat the shit out of the intestines. why would that be? And then also like when people talk about it and there's like people that have written things and there's like a video of this girl freaking out. It's like, why would they make this up? Like it's so consistent. People's memory of it, multiple people's memory of it, where it's like, why would that just be made up? It's like, so, but it'll be something else. Like give it 15 years. There's going to be some crazy shit going on right now that we're going to find out about. It's going to be like, did you hear that Tom Brady, I don't know, who's like a person in power? I don't know, like fucking Elon, I don't know. He's also, oh man, there's so many people. Like I forgot to even mention the fact that he's like, hey man, what's the craziest party I can attend? I'll be in town or whatever. Like, and then he's like throwing Trump under the bus, saying the reason why he won't release the files is because he's in them. It's like, dude, you're fucking hitting him up to go to the craziest party. And then his daughter, I think, who hates him, like tweeted about the timeline of like when that email was sent and where they were. And it makes sense that like, or it is real because of, yeah. So, but these videos of Epstein, he is so fucking creepy. Like his way of his aura, his energy, his vibe, the way he talks, like, yeah. It's disgusting. And again, it's like, well, nothing's going to be done. I don't want to throw in the towel and be complacent and be like, whatever. But like, I think you just have to have faith in God and karma and say like, the man upstairs will handle this because the people down here fucking won't. There's no the morality, the more like the principles, all this shit like doesn't exist anymore. And that's what I'm saying about the veil getting thin and people losing their confidence in the people in power. It's like, and that's horrible for a society when you're like, you have no confidence in anything. So you're just like, whatever. I guess I'll go to work. I guess I'll just keep living life. It sucks when they're the ones with the most money and the most power. They're the ones like you're a slave to their fucking technology and their companies. You need their shit. They're making the laws. They're leading your countries and your states and like, so who else was in there that was crazy? Whitney Cummings. But she was just like, he was a fan of her. He just liked her comedy. It's like, I don't think women are funny, but she's funny or something like that. Yeah, it's a crazy thing that, I don't know. Like, it's more shit's going to come out, I'm sure, but nothing's going to happen. So that's where I'm at. And I think we're done. It's kind of a trail off at the end there. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening right now. I'm on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Breaker, Overcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. Please hit that subscribe button and review the show 5 stars while you're there. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Jacqueline Monroe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is a video and audio podcast. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And finally, if you want to support the show, patreon.com/TJMS. Patreon.com/TJMS. Go check it out. It's $5 a month. Patreon.com/TJMS. All right, that's it. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.